Hello everyone, back again, trying to catch up on these recent finds. There's kind of a large stack in this video, but this should catch me up to everything. So yeah, let's just kind of get right into it. A new shop opened in my little hometown, my small little town, so I'm gonna be supporting that place like crazy. But finally got a chance to go to it, and saw this in the bins, picked it up. Not an original, sadly. 74 repress, something like that. John Coltrane, my favorite things. Just fantastic. I mean, I'm on a jazz kick recently. If you saw a couple videos ago, I got a few blue notes. So I've been spinning those a lot recently, and this just came at the right time, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. It's a really nice copy of it. Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? Just fantastic jazz album. This is the reissue on this green and orange label. Super clean, that's why I got it, mostly. Really nice copy. Found some great stuff there. A few more things coming up. My friend found some even better stuff than me. And just a quick story, I actually dug through the singles there and I picked out a $150 one, but the shop owner looked it up and saw that it was worth a lot. So I was like, yeah, I would recommend putting this on Discog, someone will buy it. But there you go, my favorite things by John Coltrane. Fantastic, great stuff. These three are new reissues, and two of them actually are new albums, new songs. Crazy, right? I try to expand my taste a little bit. This is a new artist who is just phenomenal. I spin this album so much. He's got a vintage feel. I think that's why I like it so much. But this is definitely an album to listen to. I'd love to expose more of his stuff. It seems that he's not very well talked about, and my best friend introduced me to him. And yeah, fantastic stuff. This is Columbo by Bruno Major. My favorite album by him so far. This came out earlier this year, August, I want to say. Fantastic. I've streamed this so much, and I pre-ordered a vinyl copy, and it finally came, and man, like, beautiful songs. Beautiful. And they sound fantastic, and it's like, I don't really know how to explain it. If you like Nick Drake and that sort of kind of music, then if you want a modern take on that it's completely it's different. I don't know how to explain this, to be honest with you. It's just fantastic. I love it so much. There's the inner sleeve with the lyrics. Every song, man. Every song. This is like a fantastic album, This pressing sounds phenomenal too. I would recommend picking up a copy of this. Like, it sounds so good. They just shipped them. Like, I got this a couple weeks ago. Well, this video is probably coming out in late December. I got this in early November. But, yeah. Fantastic. Check it out for sure. It's great. If you want to listen to new music that is also fantastic, well, here you go. This is Columbo by Bruno Major. Stream it. I've been talking way too long about each album. I've got a huge stack. This is the new Beatles song. New at the time of recording. I love it. I love this song, man. I know there's the controversy about using the AI to separate his voice and stuff, but this is just a beautiful song. Great recording. This is the 12-inch version. I'm not exactly sure why I ordered the 12-inch version. I did this on a whim immediately after hearing it for the first time. I was like, I gotta own a vinyl copy of that. There you go. It's got Love Me Do on the B side. I don't know if you watch Vinyl Rewind here on YouTube, but he talks about how this cover kind of sucks, and, you know, I can kind of agree. I mean, like, it's a bit bland, but doesn't matter, because this song is just beautiful. It's just a beautiful song. I love it. I'm a Beatles fanatic, so I was like, I gotta get it. You know, I can't not buy that. Yeah. And then last reissue here of a fantastic psych album that's just ridiculously expensive. This is Morgan. I got this for $15 with store credit, so basically free. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. Really out there, really fantastic psych, need an original, you know, hard to come by, but came out on Probe. This is Morgan, 1969, kind of heavy too, just fantastic. This next one I immediately regretted the moment after I purchased it, but I listened to it, and I gotta say, it's not as bad as some people, I guess, kind of would make it out to be. I mean, it's like, the reviews are like, it's okay, and yeah, it's okay. This is the American Revolution, 1967, I think, psychedelic thing, produced by Michael Lloyd, who did The Smoke, if you know that. He did the West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band, a lot of stuff that he did. Cold Wisconsin Nights was stuck in my head, and it was really annoying me. But it's a good song, like, and then these two of these songs like really surprised me. Prelude to Love and Show Me How to Cry. Those were really nice pop songs. Yeah, this is pop psych sort of deal. It's okay. The rest of it's kind of okay. It did kind of pleasantly surprise me. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. It was a decent copy. It was like $5. I dug it out of an antique store, out of an unpriced bin, and I kind of haggled with the guy. But yeah, on Flick Disc, same label as St. John Green and the Boston Tea Party. Again, it's just an obscure psych label, and I've seen this album like a couple times, but it was, you know, cheap enough to where I was like, okay, you know what, I'll give it a chance, I'll give it a shot, and I'm kind of glad I did. It's pretty good. Speaking of sort of pretty decent psych, this is The Illusion, Together as a Way of Life. I really dug this record, to be honest. How Does It Feel, Happy Days, those were good songs. Once in a Lifetime, I think, was a pretty good song. I gotta re-listen to it. This was in the dollar bin of that new record store in my area, and just figured I'd pick it up. You know, it's $1. The Illusion is a really good psychedelic band, honestly. They're pretty cool. I quite enjoy them. This is a beater copy. It was $1. You know, I'm fine with that. Especially with an album that I'm like not a huge fan of. But don't get me wrong, this is good stuff, and I'm really into psych, so, you know, I like a lot of stuff that's maybe just okay, you know, save for a few tracks. And this one's got enough tracks to where I'm definitely keeping this, and I'm definitely gonna spin it again. This next one, absolute steal on eBay for. I mean, I gotta stop with the eBay. It's kind of insane, but put in an auction for this, didn't think I would win it for this cheap. And I need to complete my collection of his stuff. I really love this artist. This is Bert Janisch. It Don't Bother Me. The auction ended at $8. So I think I paid like $14 if you add the shipping. Like, that's just, what a steal, you know? This is the 1966 repress, though, but I don't really care. I've got the 1966 repress of all of the Bert Janisch stuff, and this is the last one I needed of his earlier stuff, really. pretty nice copy. Plays through great. A few marks, but you know, it's all right. This is his second album that he made. His first album I also got this year. Paid a lot more for that one, and again 66 repress. But I love Bert Janisch. This is not his best. I prefer his first one and Jack O'Ryan over this. But Bert doesn't get enough love, I feel like, in the community. And I guess I was talking with Yesterday's Trips about this, my friend on YouTube, and he was telling me about how he couldn't get into Bert Janisch, and he probably needs to just own a copy of it to finally get into it. And yeah, I would say maybe he's a bit of an acquired taste, especially this album. There's a lot of like traditional folk songs. Not so much on this one, but it has that sound, and it's like, it can be your thing, it can not be your thing at all. So he's definitely a bit of an acquired taste, I'd say, but his first album is just essential folk. People love folk. You gotta get his first one. He's self-titled. I believe this record came out in 65 also, so we had 2 albums in 65. It Don't Bother Me is a great track. Yeah, this guy was so influential. You don't even know. You just gotta listen to Jack O'Ryan and then listen to Led Zeppelin afterwards and see where they got some of their stuff from. But yeah, Bert Janisch, great stuff. So stoked to get this for the deal that I got on eBay. This next one got in the same antique store as that American Revolution, and this one also pleasantly surprised me. I went back and forth on whether or not I should buy this, and to be honest, I probably bought both of these records just because I hadn't found anything that day. But it was worth it, honestly. This is a UK 80s reissue of Carolina County Ball by Elf, featuring Ronnie James Dio on vocals. Completely different than the heavy metal Dio. This is like a blues rock album, sort of classic rock. Some moments remind me of Free. He kind of has a similar kind of scream sort of thing. I don't know how to explain it. He's a great vocalist. Like, vocals are fantastic. The guitar player on this is amazing. Steve Edwards, I don't know if he did anything other than Elf, but he was great. And this is just a great album. 80s reissue on Safari. Really clean. It was a good deal. This is a UK press. You can't really, UK, presses don't come along too often in the US, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. It was like $12 too. So yeah, this came out in the US as LA 59, and it's got a green color and it says LA 59 in big letters, but I'd say this album is definitely worth it. It's pleasantly surprised me, at least. So yeah, pick up a copy of Carolina County Ball or LA 59 if you see it, and anything by Elf, because they're a pretty great band. Alright, continuing right along. This one is a classic that it's just a classic, Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle. I love Fly Like an Eagle. It's a great song. Take the Money and Run, Rockin' Me. Yeah, that's what I got this for. Don't have much to say about it that hasn't been said already. I love Steve Miller Band. He's just fantastic. So talented. Great songwriter. This guitar on the cover is a left-handed Strat strung upside down, and it was a left-handed Strat made especially for Jimi Hendrix. But Jimi Hendrix actually died before he could receive it. So here's Steve Miller playing it, and the guitar got stolen but I don't know. I just thought that was a cool fact. Anyways, everyone knows that. No need to talk about that for that long. Great stuff. This next one, picked this up for $3. I've been looking for a cheap copy, so always glad to get it. Ocbsa, yeah. This is a group from London, but the members are from the Caribbean and Africa. Ghana, I think. Really cool stuff. There's some really cool jammy tracks on here. Cover was done by Roger Dean, if it's not too obvious. But music for Gong Gong, that's a great track. Oranges, good track. Fallacy, but it's not called, it's spelled phallus and then the letter C. Great stuff. I would definitely pick this up. This is kind of, I really like African music, like Afrobeat kind of thing, and I don't have that much of it. And this is a cheap one that you can get in the US for a pretty good deal. So, yeah. Definitely pick it up. It's on Decca. I don't really feel like pulling it out. But, yeah, it's a pretty nice copy on Decca. Ocbsa is what this is called. Osibisa. And, yeah, definitely check it out. It has its moments. It also is not perfect all the way through, you know, but good stuff. Definitely recommend it. This one, got this for $1 at that record store, and I put it on, and it blew my mind. Like, a record hasn't done that for me in a little while, you know, a couple months, I'd say. Because, I mean, I don't get too much of a chance to blind buy records, you know, to this kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but, yeah, blew my mind. The Mahavishnu Orchestra with John McLaughlin, The Inner Mounting Flame, sorry. This is just fantastic. Jazz fusion, rock, Billy Cobham on drums, John McLaughlin, ridiculous guitar player. Like, that's I'm a guitar player, so his guitar playing is out of this world. And I'm also a drummer, so Billy Cobham's drumming is out of this world. Yeah, this is a beater copy. I desperately need an upgrade now because I would probably be spinning this a lot. It's intense, man. It's in your face for a lot of it. Just ridiculous. Like, I don't even know what to say. This is an original pressing on that Columbia record, yellow and red sort of deal. I think this came out in 71, I want to say. It just, like, it's like, this is the best fusion, like, jazz fusion. Some of the best I've ever heard. I mean, just for the guitar playing alone. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, definitely just pick up a copy. You know, they run you $10, I think, is the average on this one. And it's just so worth it. This next one, I've been looking for a copy for this forever. Trying to find that original pressing, but they're pretty expensive and pretty rare. So, this reissue was $5, so I picked it up. Astral Weeks by Van Morrison. I love this album, man. It's so great. Really folky, complete different direction from Blowing Your Mind, even though it came out a year later. Upright bass, acoustic guitar type deal. Not as good as Moondance, in my opinion. Moondance is one of my favorite albums ever. I mean, that's just a masterpiece, in my opinion. But, yeah, this is the Palm Tree label, Warner Brothers. it was $5. It's a decent copy, you know. I'll pick it up for that. But Astral Weeks, the title track of Cypress Avenue, Madame George. This is a great album. I read that it was not received well when it came out, which doesn't surprise me. I think this album takes a few listens. For me, it did. My dad said the same thing. I played it for him, and he said, "Wow, it sounds better today than it did yesterday." And yeah, I think it gets better every time. But Van Morrison Astral Weeks, you need a copy, and would love to get an original on that W7 green label, but this works too. This final one, I was thrilled with this copy. Got this at the record show. Absolute steal. And this is a promo copy, so, you know, Terry Reid River, sort of in the classic rock vein, bluesy. Man, is this great. Terry Reid River, oh my gosh, like, yeah, in that classic rock vein, his vocals are ridiculous. Like, he's insane, a great singer. Promotional copy, this is like a mint copy, and I paid $8 for it. Like, so thrilled about that. Terry Reid is the first person Jimmy Page asked to join Led Zeppelin, and I think they tried it a little bit or something. They played together a little bit, but he was more committed to his solo career, so he pointed Jimmy Page in the direction of Robert Plant and John Bonham. So, you know, this man had an insane influence on music, and he was amazing. Like, this record is just beautiful stuff. Fantastic sort of classic rock. This is a first pressing, and it's just so clean. Like, incredible copy. It's got scratch marks that I don't remember being there, to be honest with you. But also, I play this album a couple times at night, so I wouldn't know. But, anyways, it's just incredible, and to pay $8 for it, like, that's a steal. Yeah, River by Terry Reid. Not much more to say other than you gotta listen to it. Amazing album. I love that promo sticker. But yeah, that's my relatively large stack. That finally done with that, and I should be. I'm completely caught up on recent finds as of right now. But you know, always getting new records in. I'm gonna try to hold back for a little bit, and I'll probably go crazy after Christmas, but we'll see. But thank you so much for checking me out. These are fun to make, and that was a long overdue stack that I needed to show. Yeah, thanks for watching.